Media snapshot. The media have often reported on mismanaged IT projects, including the disastrous launch of the website healthcare.gov in October 2013. Forbes ran an article on called Healthcare.gov, Diagnosis: The Government Broke Every Rule of Project Management. President Obama formed the Obama Trauma Team of star performers from several organizations to help fix the site. The importance of top management commitment. People in top management positions are key stakeholders in projects. A very important factor in helping project managers successfully lead projects is the level of commitment and support they receive from top management. Without top management commitment, many projects will fail. Some projects have a senior manager called a champion who acts as a key proponent for a project. How top management can help project managers. Providing adequate resources. Approving unique project needs in a timely manner. Getting cooperation from other parts of the organization. Mentoring and coaching on leadership issues. Best practice. IT governance addresses the authority and control for key IT activities and organizations, including IT infrastructure, IT use, and project management. A lack of IT governance can be dangerous, as evidenced by 3 well-publicized IT project failures in Australia: Sydney Water's Customer Relationship Management System, the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology's Academic Management System, and Billing System. Need for organizational commitment to information technology (IT). If the organization has a negative attitude toward IT, it will be difficult for an IT project to succeed. Having a Chief Information Officer (CIO) at a high level in the organization helps IT projects. Assigning non-IT people to IT projects also encourage more commitment. Need for organizational standards. Standards and guidelines help project managers be more effective. Senior management can encourage White Bullet, the use of standard forms and software for project management. White Bullet, the development and use of guidelines for writing project plans or providing status information. White Bullet, the creation of a project management office or center of excellence. Project phases and the project lifecycle. A project lifecycle is a collection of project phases that defines White Bullet, what work will be performed in each phase. White Bullet, what deliverables will be produced and when. White Bullet, who is involved in each phase, and White Bullet, how management will control and approve work produced in each phase. A deliverable is a product or service produced or provided as part of a project. More on project phases. In early phases of a project lifecycle. White Bullet, resource needs are usually lowest. White Bullet, the level of uncertainty, risk, is highest. White Bullet, project stakeholders have the greatest opportunity to influence the project. In middle phases of a project lifecycle. White Bullet, the certainty of completing a project improves. White Bullet, more resources are needed. The final phase of a project lifecycle focuses on White Bullet, ensuring that project requirements were met. White Bullet, the sponsor approves completion of the project. Figure 2.4. Phases of the traditional project lifecycle. Figure 2.4 provides a summary of the general phases of the traditional project lifecycle. In the concept phase, managers usually develop a business case, which describes the need for the project and basic underlying concepts. A preliminary or rough cost estimate is developed in this first phase, and an overview of the required work is created. Product life cycles. Products also have life cycles. The Systems Development Lifecycle, SDLC, is a framework for describing the phases involved in developing and maintaining information systems. Systems development projects can follow: White bullet, predictive lifecycle. The scope of the project can be clearly articulated and the schedule and cost can be predicted. White bullet, adaptive software development, ASD lifecycle. Requirements cannot be clearly expressed. Projects are mission-driven and component-based, using time-based cycles to meet target dates. Predictive lifecycle models. Waterfall model has well-defined, linear stages of systems development and support. Spiral model shows that software is developed using an iterative or spiral approach rather than a linear approach. Incremental build model provides for progressive development of operational software. Prototyping model used for developing prototypes to clarify user requirements. Rapid application development (RAD) model used to produce systems quickly without sacrificing quality. Figure 2.5. Waterfall and spiral lifecycle models. The waterfall lifecycle model has well-defined, linear stages of systems analysis, design, construction, testing, and support. This lifecycle model assumes that requirements will remain stable after they are defined. The waterfall lifecycle model is used when risk must be tightly controlled and when changes must be restricted after the requirements are defined. The waterfall approach is used in many large-scale systems projects where complexity and cost are so high that the more rigid steps of the approach help to ensure careful completion of all deliverables. The spiral lifecycle model was developed based on refinements of the waterfall model as applied to large government software projects. It recognizes the fact that most software is developed using an iterative or spiral approach rather than a linear approach. The project team is open to changes and revisions later in the project lifecycle, and returns to the requirements phase to more carefully clarify and design the revisions. This approach is suitable for projects in which changes can be incorporated with reasonable cost increases or with acceptable time delays. Figure 2.5 illustrates the differences between the Agile software development. Agile software development has become popular to describe new approaches that focus on close collaboration between programming teams and business experts. See the last section of this chapter and Chapter 3 for more information on Agile. The importance of project phases and management reviews. A project should successfully pass through each of the project phases in order to continue on to the next. Management reviews, also called phase exits or kill points, should occur after each phase to evaluate the project's progress, likely success, and continued compatibility with organizational goals. What went right? The real improvement that I saw was in our ability to, in the words of Thomas Edison, know when to stop beating a dead horse. Edison's key to success was that he failed fairly often, but as he said, he could recognize a dead horse before it started to smell. In information technology, we ride dead horses failing projects a long time before we give up. But what we are seeing now is that we are able to get off them, able to reduce cost overrun and time overrun. That's where the major impact came on the success rate. Many organizations, like Huntington Bancshares, Incorporated, use an executive steering committee to help keep projects on track. Some projects still go on a long time before being killed, like Blizzard's Titan game project.